Good morning, everybody. As some of you that have watched some of my past videos know, I like to carve wooden spoons with all non-motorized hand tools. This is some of them here. And I have been wanting to do some kooksas and some dough bowls, that kind of thing, but our weather hasn't been cooperating. It's just been rainy. I like to do that outside. But I was at the secondhand store the other day, and you know how you can usually find a lot of those older, thin type bowls, wooden bowls, but they're not very good quality. Well, I found this one for $5, and it's quite a bit thicker in here. There's no markings on it. And it looks like it's got some really beautiful grain in there, although I don't think you're going to be able to see it because it's so dark. And so what I would like to do, I'm going to take this down. I'm going to sand it down, and then I'm just going to use olive oil on it. And I'm going to hope that I can bring some of those grains out. So just kind of a project that I'm wanting to work on, and we'll see how this turns out. I'm starting with a 60 grit. Looks like it's going to take it off pretty good. Okay, I finished with the 60 grit, and I'm going to get down to a finer grit now and get this smoothed out. You can see as you got down lower, there was more oils and grease in it, and so it really, starts to clump on the sandpaper. But after you get down there far enough, it's coming out pretty good. Okay, I'm going to wipe this off with a damp rag and get all of that the loose stuff from the first sanding off, and I'll let this dry then before I start on the second one. So this bowl did end up being a little darker wood than I thought it would be, but it's still going to clean up really nice. I'm using a finer grit now. This is a 150, so I'm going to go over it with that. So this is the completed bowl, I put the avocado oil on it. I'm hoping that you can see the grains there. There's some really tight grain in there. Let's see if I can turn on another light. That might help you see it better. Okay, maybe. It still ended up really dark. Maybe this is teak wood. I'm going to look that up. I don't know what kind of wood it was, but it definitely is a dark wood because even sanding it down, it still was pretty dark. But it's much cleaner now. It's going to be a good usable bowl. Can you see the grain right in there? I'm hoping you can see that. It's really pretty. This is a nice quality bowl. $5 at the secondhand store. Took me about, an hour, hour and a half to sand it down. And then between sanding each time, I took the damp cloth to it, wiped out any debris, little grit, and then let it totally dry. And then at the end, I took a brush and brushed it off before oiling it. Anyway, just kind of a fun project to do on a rainy afternoon. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, we'll be keeping life simple.